sound with y'all, man. It's JayArson. And we're now tuning in to Nolazine TV, you hear me?
Now let's dissect your music and videos of your craft. Can you tell me what was your growth from no effort from In the Meantime 1 and 2?
That's a good question. I think my growth, In the Meantime 1 was more about like lyrics, cause like I was dropping a lot of trap music and people then like kind of said that I was a lyricist, so I took time out to just dedicate to the lyrics. No Effort was No Effort. That was the title of it. I did that project in 20 minutes. I didn't think anything of it. Well, an hour. The whole project was like an hour. I mean, me recording, the mixing process probably was a little bit more strenuous. Shout out to Nolazine on the track. And I didn't really put no effort into that. I just was like, all right, I'm at a point where I feel like I need more content and I want to shoot more videos and let me make more songs. Me and this guy from Baltimore and Nolazine on the track. He hit me up in the DM, Instagram type stuff, and he was like, I'm moving to New Orleans, I see you doing your thing. So we linked up, and I ain't really think nothing up of that project. I didn't think it was a lack of growth. I actually thought it probably was a step down from In the Meantime 1 for us, like the content I was doing. But In the Meantime 2, the growth there is that as a man, I learned to mesh myself within the music. Like, you know, everything I rap has been a truthful fact, but I learned to like touch social issues, and I learned to be vulnerable within my music, really showcasing that I'm strong within the vulnerability. So
I actually listened to your song Mirrors and I thought it was pretty dope. Can you describe your thoughts while recording this song?
Meera was about like the obvious, pretty cliche, self-reflection, and the detail, the self-reflection of myself personally, and the different emotions I was going through, just like you know, brushing up on like substance abuse and that, and what can drive a person to that, and talking about enjoying my sons, and just really hope like reflecting on myself about my own issues, not blaming anyone, cause like, you know, I list my partners in that, and I talk about what they doing and how some of them are not doing what I'm doing, but that don't mean we not family still. So Mirrors was just about self-reflection of like what I was going through at that specific time, that time frame of me recording that record.
From In the Meantime 2, you created a video for Resurrection. Mm-hmm. What made you choose this concept of the video?
Because I mean, the concept of the video, like, I don't know if y'all seen it, but I'm gonna go into it. Like, it was like Jesus of Nazareth type of vibe, like me carrying the cross and me getting stoned and stuff like that. The concept of that video is like really to, like, whatever people have, if you feel like people hate you, you can resurrect above that, like Jesus is dead, and you know, you can live forever. You know, or you could die. Like, you know, it was basically about leading by example. Like, it's real detail. Like, me bearing a cross is like a person bearing their own burden. Me getting stoned is like, getting stoned means like leadership. You know what I'm saying? And the crown, of course, is like symbolizing kingship, meaning that you're a leader, of course. Virgin Mary is like the Virgin Mary symbolicness in the video is like basically like the support, divine support that you might not see, that's always there. I don't know, that video got so many different deep meanings, but I just didn't want to put out cliche stuff. Like, I mean, I wanted to put a message within my music that people, like everybody can relate to. Even if you don't like the music, you can relate to the message, and that was the whole purpose of that.
So you feel that the video gave its best effect to the audience?
I really do. I feel like the video gave its best effect. I mean, shout out to Dope Media. Dex did his job on that one, and he did a great job of making my my vision come to life. You know what I'm saying? And I think like the audience got the picture of, like, from the Instagram comments, YouTube comments. I mean, the YouTube views. I mean, I think everybody. I mean, I would like more, so y'all can go tell everybody to comment more, like more, share more, but I'm very appreciative for the progress that it has made.
Yeah, your videos are visuals like a movie to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does your videos create a timeline of your life?
Somewhat, and some of them are just art. and like some of them are like some of them are just like my perspective and my message that I want to get across to the people that supporting and the fans and even the people that don't support. I just want to stand for something different than just the artist. Like I want to like teach people. I want people to like look into the meaning of stuff like the video I did in the meantime. Like a lot of people didn't catch that. Like I was burning sage in the video. I wasn't really like, I had a female there, but I wasn't really intertwined with her because the representation of what she represent, I didn't want to be a part of that. You know, like I had of course for the culture, I had the Mac candle, the Soulja Slim candle. Like there's a lot of stuff that I do within my videos that like some symbolic art to my culture and to the message that I'm trying to get across.
Right, so who are you reaching throughout your music?
I'm reaching anybody that can relate to it. You know, like I don't have a set audience that I'm like excluding people from. I want to reach an old white man who looking in the mirror that's just not a line of coke, that feel like he at the end of his wits. I want to reach a young black kid that's black, nappy headed, people telling me not gonna amount to nothing, and I want to show him that I'm him, that you can amount to something if you put your mind to it. So I don't have a target audience. I want to relate to the real. The people are real. So
looking at the content of your videos, you have great high quality.
Yeah.
Do you feel that I'm sorry.
No, you good. Thank you.
Do you feel that you are a step ahead of the game in this rap industry?
Nah, I just feel more unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I don't feel like I can't say a step ahead because, like, you know, I get my inspiration from artists that came before me. Like I watched Nas do "Hate Me Now." That was done like 15 years before I did this, 20 maybe. As a kid, watching them dudes do their thing. So I think I put my own spin on it. I think I might be a little advanced on my message that I'm trying to get across to people, but I don't think I'm a step ahead of it. Because if I probably was a step ahead of it, like I'd be at a tower or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe, I don't know. That's for the people to judge. I don't think so because the results is not there for me to be like I'm a step ahead of the game. Like if I'm a step ahead of the game, I'll be like 10 mil up, 1 billion up off rap. If I was a step, that's how I feel on that message. But as far as my message is advanced, but I don't think I'm a step ahead of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they sleep. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope they wake up.
Yeah. So
ASAP, no Rocky.
So what legendary artists do you listen to? Do you listen to artists like on a daily basis or any motivation?
Yes, like I'm in a car right now listening to Blueprint 2. Like I literally, that's what's on. I listen to a lot of Mac, Free Mac. Listen to a lot of classic hip hop. I listen to a lot of Pusha T, a lot of Rick Ross. Like I listen to people that I feel like take time within their craft. Like Jay-Z takes months to mix a song, like the vocals on a song, like sometimes even years. Like Kanye takes years and years to mix songs, and like I listen to that stuff because I'm really in the, like my recording process is so fast. Like I mean, like cause I really don't write. I really go in there and do whatever I feel like doing, and like my mixing process is really strenuous. Like so I listen to people that I feel like baby they craft. Like even if I run across somebody that, like, if my kids tell me, Daddy, you gotta hear this song, like I go listen to the song, listen to the content, listen to the mixing. So I'm inspired by just everything that's around me. Like, you know, even especially the legends, like especially from this city, like Lil Wayne, BG Turk, Juvie, you know, the legendary people from New Orleans like Feli Phil, you know what I'm saying? TT Tucker, like the list goes on and on. Like I'm inspired by my city, and I'm inspired by legendary music, not just hip hop.
Yeah, I could see it by the style of your flow that it's different.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different from most, and that's what sets you aside from most artists. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I definitely do. You know what I'm saying? I think like I think it get misunderstood a lot. You know, I think people, you know, I think cause it's not it's not what the sheep doing, not what everybody else doing. You know, at all the time. Like sometimes I can be a little cliche and do my own, you know, do something trendy, but it's still me. It's still my own touch on it. So.
How should your music impact the younger generation?
I want the youth to know the truth. Like I want the youth to know, like, if you sell drugs, you're probably gonna go to jail. Like I want them to know, like, I am rare. Like I am a rare case of the stuff I'm talking about. I really did this stuff. Like my mom calls me up and tell me, like, really, like, you really gonna put that out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want the youth to glorify things that I've done. I want them to really learn from my experience and really understand that I'm rare. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want y'all to do this. There's so much other stuff y'all could do. I'm talking about even rap music. Like I don't want the youth to look at me and be like, I want to be a rapper, because the chances of succeeding as a rapper, like, you know, is slim. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so much other stuff you could do. Like you could be a policeman and help reshape the structure of what's going on with how police treat us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be a judge, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be an entertainment lawyer. There's so much other things you could do, and I just want the youth to understand, like, playing ball and rapping ain't always the thing, or selling dope or whatever. Like I just want y'all to be better. Like be better than we are. Like that's what I want the youth to understand. Like the stuff that y'all have y'all access to. Like I be telling my kids, like, right now, like, you can start a business. Like you don't have to watch these kids on YouTube. You can be your own business. Like, so I just want the youth to be inspired in a different way and be great. That's it.
Well, for me, seeing your videos, they're very raw.
Yeah.
And they're straightforward.
Yeah.
And like it's real tough.
Yeah.
So with what you're saying about giving a certain message, do you feel as though like you should have a disclaimer or whatnot with your videos, or share a message at the end of the day?
You know what? I do feel like some videos, like I even tell, like, the video I reform working with, like,
they're not rated PG.
they're not. Some of them, like, not rated.
They're beautiful,
PG.
but
yeah,
you know,
like I really like ask him to put like captions before the video. Sometimes, like, we're trying to get things done. Like, and some of them I have like the captions. Like, shout out to Kodak Media. He started actually doing that, and I wanted to carry that along, but I didn't want to take his style and put it in somebody else's style. So like, I don't know, like I should have disclaimers in there, and I think I'm gonna be real mindful of moving forward doing that, and letting the kids know, like letting the parents know, like, this type of video, cause like I know there's a kid right now.
Yeah,
watching.
Because if I was a child watching, a young boy watching your video, a young girl, I don't know. It's different for the maturity of a child or whatnot, yeah. But I mean,
and a lack of maturity.
Yeah, I would definitely look at it and be like, wow. But a lot of artists are portrayed as, to me, like superheroes. And if someone, I just feel like if you sharing your art with someone and that's not really your intent to.
Hold on, this is the legendary Gregory D. I'm sorry.
Okay.
G, keep this on. What's up, G?
What's going on, bro?
I'm on it. I'm in the middle of this interview, bro. I had to tell him this legendary Gregory D calling me in the middle of the interview.
What's up, crazy?
Yeah, I'm on it, dude. Give me like 20 minutes. I'm gonna call you.
Alright.
Yeah, so yeah, like you were saying, like, you know, yeah, you're right. Like, I need to do a better job of that. I will, moving forward. Like,
moving forward.
Yeah, move forward. Like,
yeah.
I ain't perfect. Like,
nah, for sure. And just even like with what happened a couple of days ago with Juice WRLD and him passing away from substance abuse. You know, what's your perspective on artists with that may have this abuse, and do you feel like the drugs and pills epidemic has something to do with, you know, the retaliation, the acts of violence in the streets, and
Definitely. But this shit been going on, not the drugs and pills. It's just that the drugs and pills are more synthetic. Like, people are figuring out how to make more money using less with drugs, per se. So it's a lot of synthetic stuff. So I've read, put that out there. That's going on. So, like, people been like in New Orleans getting loaded, it's not here around killing each other. That ain't nothing new. It's just that
everywhere. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm saying like, but it's been big in this city. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think at the end of the day, I think it's the drugs that they're doing. Like, that shit can kill you. Like, popping Percocets, taking Molly's, and then sipping a fucking pint of lean every day. Like, that can kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? On a different level. Like, everything could kill you, but I mean, like, the combination of all that shit together, like, they drinking alcohol after they pop all these perks. The disclaimer on the bottle says, like, don't do this. Like, they don't know, like, for every ounce of lean you drink, you're supposed to drink a gallon of water. So like, it's like, it's a lack of balance and a lack of knowledge. Like, with, like, it's a way to do this stuff. Now, I ain't knocking nobody to do what you do, like, but, you know, just be ready to be responsible, held accountable, and understand how many people looking up to you, and like how many people lives you affect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid that happen to anybody. I don't wish that on nobody. Like, to, you know, like, it's funny because tonight I'm gonna record a song about that. You know, like, just talking about it, like brushing up on those topic manners, and like, the song will be pretty dope. Yep.
What do you plan to change in your progression as a hip hop artist?
That's a great question. I don't really know if I need to change anything. For like, I ask people that question all the time. In progression, I don't know what you mean by that exact.
Well, what do you plan
what type
to
of
elevate?
Like, how do I plan to get to the next level?
Yes, and within yourself and your music, and just as you go higher.
Well, I just plan to get better.
And you know, it's 2020 coming up, and people do New Year's resolutions. Well, I don't either, but just that's the idea of like, what would you change or anything?
If anything,
for better. You know?
If anything, I feel like I just want to be better than my last greatness, and you know, just I plan my days planned probably a week in advance, 2 days in advance. Like, I kind of got an idea what I want to do, so that's how my life is structured. So I know I'm gonna succeed. It's just that how I'm gonna succeed exactly, I don't know. I just know a roundabout, you know. So I just plan to do whatever I did good, just be great. Whatever I did great, be better than great. That's my plan for progression.
Just having a plan is dope.
Yeah.
Just having a plan and utilizing your resources and skills, that's a great start.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell me about your thoughts on independent artists from one that is signed. Like, how do you feel about the awareness of them artists? Because many people say there's more independent artists that are more talented than mainstream. Like, what's your take on that? How do you feel as an independent artist?
Well, I don't think being signed makes you talented. I think being signed makes you marketable. Being signed means that you can get your investor back the money that he's put into you. So I don't think talent is a play. And I think, of course, on the other end of the spectrum, the independent person might be a little more talented than the person that's signed. That's not all cases, but I think it comes down to business with that. I don't think it's a situation like this one's better than this one. And like, as an artist, like, you should analyze what you want to do. If you feel like, I think independency is the best way to go personally, because like, what you gonna do? How you gonna split these streams? You know what I'm saying? You get $1 million worth of streams and you got 360 there. Like, that shit don't add up. Like, you know what I'm saying? you got 360 there, you got a show. That shit ain't adding up. Like, you know, I don't know. I think a contract, a deal is based off of what you negotiate in your contract. I think if an artist figure it out for it to make it work to get the notoriety that being signed would, like, I think, you know, you should go ahead and go with your move. But for the most part, I'm all about independency. Like, I need to own something. Like, I need something to give my grandkids. Your grandkids can't get your streams if you sign to this 360 deal. Like, you could pass away today or tomorrow, and God forbid, everybody know dead rappers are the most streamed rappers and important rappers in the world. So now you out of here and your kids don't eat none of them streams.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Give some advice to the artists that are looking to broadcast their music through their visuals, such as you're doing.
My advice to you is figure out your lane. You know, you don't have to do what everybody else doing. Be yourself, and if you got 100 fans, be loyal to those 100 fans. Like, cater to those 100 fans, cause figuring it out, that's 100 T-shirts you could sell. That's 100 streams times how many times they listen to it, you go get. Like, you don't have to have a big, enormous fan base to succeed. You just have to know how to market and sell yourself. That's my advice to you. Figure out what works for you and do it.